Okay, so exciting times, man. We're going to be seeing the Denver Nuggets playing against the Clippers today. Game number 6. That's really exciting. Somebody's going to be going to the Western Conference Finals. We don't know just yet. In the East, we saw the Boston Celtics. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals playing against Miami. Took care of business a long time ago against the number 1 seed, the Bucks. The team with the best record is back at home. The second seed in the East also back home. Things are really interesting. It's the lower seeds that managed to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. What's going to happen in the West? Right now, we saw the higher ranking seed, which is the LA Lakers, beat the Houston Rockets. And now it's the Clippers going against the Denver Nuggets. This is an elimination game tonight. The Nuggets could be going back home, or they could potentially force a game number 7, and then it could be even more exciting. That's what I'm expecting to see. But before we see that, the Denver Nuggets, Malone has to take care of 3 things. That's what I am seeing. Number 1 is that rotation defensively. He's got to take care of that because every time you get Kawhi, he just sucks in players. We talking about that gravity. They usually come to him, and certain players are open, and that's why the Clippers were knocking down that 3 ball at a high clip. We saw the first half, the Clippers could not miss. They were just knocking a lot of threes, and they created that gap right there, which, the 16-point gap. And then eventually, we saw the Denver Nuggets eliminate that and then eventually win that game. But it wasn't because they were playing such great defense, because the second half, they were just missing. They were still getting a lot of open threes, meaning the Clippers, but then they were just not falling in. So if that trend continues, and these guys, if you're banking on them missing shots and not playing defense, that's going to be a problem for the Denver Nuggets. So they definitely need to take care of that. And then what's the other thing that I talked about? Oh, yeah, they need to take care of that high screen pick and roll that they do, because every now and then what the Doc did was he would put Kawhi on the Joker. So when Jamal comes and asks for that high screen pick, Kawhi's on Jamal. And Kawhi's a pretty good defender, so it gives Jamal a lot of problems. And that's why his shots are not falling, and he's forcing everything, and he's just not present. You might think he's not present, but they just throwing really good defenders at him. So they need to take care of that. It's either the Joker, when he gets Kawhi on him, he has a lot of size. I am sure as good of a defender Kawhi is, the Joker can definitely shoot over him. We saw him shoot over Trez over and over and over again. He made those shots. So why not just drop the ball inside him, turn around from the middle, and boop, pop it right in. I'm thinking that, and I think that could work. But then you don't need that high screen pick and roll if that's happening. Just rotate the ball, dump it down. Kawhi playing against the Joker could barbecue chicken them, eat them up. That's what I'm saying. Take care of that. You got to take care of that. If that's not happening, it's Paul George. And just you got to help out Jamal. And now loop, they usually run. You see Jamal goes through a series of screens and all that. They know that you got to work something out. Just move the ball quickly. And again, involve everybody. Listen to the little youngin right there, Michael Porter Jr. He knows what he's talking about. You saw what he did, right? That 3, I'm not saying he's going to be doing that on a consistent clip, but I am talking about the whole team. When you're predictable, you get predictable outcomes. Be unpredictable. Make this thing unpredictable. Send it to game number 7, because nobody's predicting the Denver Nuggets taking the Clippers all the way to game number 7 and eventually going to the finals. So make it unpredictable, Mike Malone. All right, so what's the third thing that I was going to talk about? I totally forgot. I went on a rant and I totally forgot. I don't know, but if I remember, I'll just write it down there and we could discuss about it. But right now, I know defend the 3. Make sure you work on your defensive rotation. Oh, yeah. And then the Kawhi thing on Joker. I guess I did talk about 3 things right there. That's what they need to do. But I do believe Mike Malone is going to handle all that, and the Denver Nuggets are going to be all right, or else it's bye-bye for the Denver Nuggets. That's the way I am seeing it. Peace. Hey, yo. Make sure you forget to subscribe. Make sure you do that. And make sure you forget to hit that bell right there so you don't hear from me. Do whatever you want to do, man. Whatever, man.